Alright, welcome to Dining with the Dials. Today we'll be doing St. Louis style cut ribs. If you can't find St. Louis, go ahead and get a thing of spare ribs, bring it to your butcher, and they can cut it up for you. Alright, let me show you how. First we're going to remove the membrane. We're going to trim this little flap here off. You can save it and put it in a can of beans or something, a pot of beans. Don't throw it away. At the worst, give it to your dog. Alright, we'll save that. You're going to get a nice little butter knife. Go to the second bone here. Pop that up. See? Like that. Then you want to get a napkin or a paper towel. Grip a hold of that. Okay, and then if you do it right, it should all come in one piece. There it is, beautiful. Alright. Then we're going to go ahead and let's get a lemon here. We're going to get a lemon. Give it a little squeeze of lemon. Right there. Rub it in like that. Actually, let's go ahead and cut this little guy here. Get a nice pair of kitchen shears or a sharp knife. We want to square it up. This piece is going to burn anyway. Give that to the dogs or in your pot of beans, however you want to do it. There we go. Looking good. Okay, so we're going to get some mustard as a binder. You won't taste the mustard, just put it on to help the seasoning stick. Okay, yeah, and also the reason why you put the lemon juice on there, it helps break down the tissue, open up the pores to absorb more flavor when you put your rub on there. This mustard will work. Alright, rub it in real nice. I always like to season the back side first. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Now this is the homemade Granny's rub we make. We call it Granny's rub because it's my grandma's secret recipe. Or my mother, my kid's grandma, but we call her grandma. Alright. Gonna season generously. It's good stuff. We'll have the recipe down in the description box below. Okay. That looks good, looks good. We're going to be doing 3 racks, but I'm just going to show you one, and then, you know, you can copy and do as many as you'd like. Okay. Trim that little extra bit of fat off there. There we go. Lemon again. Mustard. Super secret Granny rub. I'm telling you, this is good stuff. You guys gotta try it. And then after you season it, you want to let them sit for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Let the rub soak into the meat real good. Alright, that's good enough for that one. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes after I've seasoned it. If you can tell, everything's been penetrated. It's soaked in nice. This here is a roasting pan, which I like to cut, I'd say every 2 bones, so every 3. I'll show you. Let's flip it over here. We're going to go in between the bones here. Cut it nice, like that. Place it into the pot. Okay. And then we're going to do, you can even do them individual. If you have a nice size rack, you can go ahead and cut them every one. Go ahead and do 2 here. Okay. Okay, so I will repeat that process with 2 other racks, and then I will be back. Okay, so I've got everything cut up and into the pan. We're going to be using Budweiser today, about 1.5 cans. If you don't want Budweiser, I guess you could use beef broth or something, but the alcohol, you're not going to notice it's in there. It's all going to cook off by the time it's done anyway. But let's go ahead and add about 1.5 cans. And it's up to you. You can always take a sip if you'd like, you know. But anyway, pour it all around there real good. And you don't want to put too much. This is to steam the ribs. If you add too much, then you begin to boil the ribs. And from my experience, boiled ribs loses all the flavor. So you don't need to add much, about 1.5 cans. And then I like to use the liquid smoke as well. Maybe 1/4 of the bottle at the most, but just a few splashes around the pot will do fine. Okay, so after that we will add the lid to the pot, and we're going to put it in the oven at 350 for about 1/2 hour. Then you'll drop it down to 300 for 2.5 hours. After that, you check, everything should be looking good, and then we'll go out to the grill. But until then, oh, look at the bones, look at the bones. You see all the bones showing? That's what you're looking for. All right, barbecue, here we come. Bones are looking good. You want to see a lot of bones when you're looking at that.
I can't handle it.
Super tender. Okay, and it's also no worries when something like this happens. That just means the meat's really tender and ready to come off the bone. That's really nice. Now with the Oklahoma Joe, you can use whatever barbecue you'd like. That's what I have. I am now assembling the ribs across the Joe, getting ready to put the sauce on them. They're looking good, so tender, so juicy. This is gonna be great. Alright, so let's get the rest of them on here. Look at that drawback on the bone. Do you see that? That's what you're looking for. With our barbecue sauce, getting ready to put it on the ribs. Look at that. My goodness. It don't get much better than that, folks. I'm telling you, you can smoke ribs all you'd like, barbecue, whatever. It's all fun, but I'm telling you, if you want some seriously good ribs, try this recipe. Put it in the oven, 3 hours like I showed you. Then bring it out here for about 20 minutes on the grill. Just long enough to cook the sauce into the meat. It's amazing. These are my favorite ribs. We actually had a block party on the 4th of July rib competition. Out of about 10 people on my block, every one of them voted my ribs the best. So definitely try this recipe. And if you haven't yet already, make sure you like and subscribe for more videos. Okay, so we blow everything real quick. What we did, we pulled the membrane off the bag, put a little mustard, seasoned it up, chopped it up, threw it in the oven for 3 hours on 300. Then we took it out, put it on the grill, put barbecue sauce on it for about 20 minutes, 10 minutes each side, put a little barbecue sauce. As you can see, we got some great char. And now it's time to eat. Looking beautiful. Bones falling off them. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh, you know what I mean? Delicious ribs. All right, you guys got to try this recipe. Once again, like and subscribe.